Hello, today is February 5th, 2017, Unfiltered video. This week's video is going to be a little bit longer because my friend died this week, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But before that, I will talk a little bit about everything else, since that will take a while. So Monday, let's see, what did I do? So I had a pretty good week today. I got a massage on Monday. It was pretty cool because it was my friend who was a masseuse, and he was raising money for his other friend who had his coworker who had pancreatic cancer. So all the proceeds from that were going to that for his friend's cancer treatment or something. So I was pretty tired, so I got a massage. My mom got one too, and it was kind of like a donation based thing. So that was pretty good. Um, Let's see. I also bought Jumpcut Academy, which was this YouTube thing, and that was actually pretty good. It was actually it's $1,200 for the entire academy, and it's payable over 6 months. And yeah, I was like, shoot, maybe I'll return it after I don't like it or anything. But I've actually used it for this motivational gym video that I posted, and this other company, Gymnastic Bodies, they want to do a phone call with me. They've already contacted me saying that they want me to make more videos for them because the one I made for them already impressed them so much. And it's not that the the Academy, I learned a lot, but in their things about viral marketing, it helped me a little bit. So yeah, I did an interview with Shutterstock this week for a $50 Amazon gift card. Met a friend, and then the next day, I found out my friend died, Arlen, who was at the gallery a lot. So yeah, also had an adjustment for my wrist, but it didn't really help much yet. My wrist still hurts. But the doctor said that it takes time. So yeah, I guess I'm a little bit disappointed, but we'll see. I don't know. I haven't been sleeping that well. Maybe I give it a little bit longer of a chance. And now I'm rambling a little bit. Um, let's see. Also, while I was at the gallery, I met one of my former employers. Blah blah blah, and we're talking about my goals now is to work at Disney. And her name was Kim, and she was really good at asking for help. Like she asked her son to take a picture of the book, whatever. Man, I'm bad at explaining things, but whatever. This is just for myself. And she seems really confident about it. Like when she asks for help, like I feel like asking help is a sign of weakness, but she's like a really big regional manager, and when she asks someone for help, it doesn't seem weak, it doesn't seem pushy, it's just really natural, and it's like not a big deal when you ask someone for help. And definitely I want to work at Disney, but at the same time, I don't want to ask people for help. I think I guess to a certain extent, I look down upon people who have full-time jobs because I feel like they're soft, because I've suffered so much having a regular job, not knowing where my paycheck to paycheck, and it's almost with a sense of envy and jealousy that, man, like you guys don't know what it's like to have so much insecurity, you know? And I'm not saying this as a fact. I'm saying this as like what's going through my head, like a diagnosis. So I would kind of, it's almost like if you are some kid from the street, right? And then you see kids at a private school and you're like, ah, man, those rich kids, and then it's like you want to be with them, but then at the same time, you're like, I don't need your help. Like I can do things on my own. Yeah, I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I really would like a full time job. I really would like to work there, but at the same time, like I'm distancing myself, and I'm really afraid of doing that. Yeah. But anyways, so on to the other topic. My friend died. So what happened was, his brother killed him and his mom at his house. So I don't know what happened. I think that his brother might have been like kind of depressed, maybe mental illness. I don't know. But yeah, I know I miss him because I haven't seen him since July, and yeah, I wish I stopped by earlier or I had so much time. It's been such a long time. I wish I talked to him. Um, I would have. I wanted to tell him. I stopped coming because I started dating a girl I met at the gallery, and we already broke up, and the girl already broke up. But at least I could have told him that and been like, it would have been like a fun joke, I'm just like, yeah, girls, oh, they're crazy, and we wouldn't talk that much about it, but it would have been a fun conversation. Because I met her there, and I wanted to just tell him, be like, oh, that's the reason why I haven't been back in such a long time, and I got really busy, and I went to travel, and now I'm back, and I I was planning on going back this week, but I didn't, and this is when I found out he died. So it's kind of like I think this year I want to make sure I'm thinking long distance and long term, but I also don't want to forget to live every moment like it's your last, that too. So I want to have both to be able to think long term and not be impulsive, but also like really cherish and embrace every moment of your life with the people around you. There's a story that was really interesting, and that was when because on Facebook you can search his name and you can look at everyone who's mentioning him and see all the friends and of Arlen and stuff. And let me see what I was gonna say. There was this guy. Basically, one of Arlen's ex best friends posted this video and this kind of podcast he had with him. But basically, Arlen had this best friend, and his name was Robert. And what happened was they were like art buddies for a while, and then they like got in a fight and stuff. And I guess he hasn't seen him for a while. But basically, from what I understand, yeah, they did have different personalities, but they kind of got in an argument or something. I'm not really sure. And they stopped kind of talking to each other. There was like a falling out. And when I think about that, I'm like, man, like how many, and like what this guy was thinking was like, oh, eventually like they'll get over it and maybe they'll become friends once again. And what I was thinking, man, like, man, I have like so many falling outs with so many of my friends, where like I'm like, "Ah, I don't want to talk to you anymore." And when I think about it, I just think it's so foolish. It's like, man, like a lot of my friends are still alive. I should definitely try to reach out to them more and not quibble over those small matters that are really insignificant. Because when you really think about things from a broader term, like anyone could die or whatever, would you want that regret, And, like for him, I'm sure he's really broken up inside. And I feel a small amount of, like, I wasn't super close to him, but I regret not, it was just, yeah, sorry, I haven't been figure drawing in a while, but I don't know, man. It's tough. But I feel like the lesson I want to learn from this is to just, I want to work at Disney for my friend Arlen. Like, I'm really afraid of doing it, but at the same time, I feel like, how I think too much? I think it's just, and I worry too much. It's just, when you're afraid of something, but you go ahead and do it anyways, sometimes those are when really magical things happen. When you're not really sure what's going on and you do it anyways, it's scary as hell, but man, like, do magical things happen when you really face your fears? And I guess that's what I kind of want to do. I haven't done my monthly reflection yet, but I'll definitely include this in there. And yeah.